Constant attacks from hostile bandits has led to Pierre fleeing his base and also the main town. He finds himself on the far west side and, he hopes, far away from danger. Yes, indeed, for now at least, the main town area is just too hot to handle, just bandits all over the place, so Pierre's fled the main town. We are on the far west side of the map. We have come across a small almost sort of farming community. We've already searched through a big farm area and now we're just left with the suburbs, and we found the area. I mean, that could change in a moment, but we found the area mostly pretty empty, pretty clear, but it is a fantastic opportunity to get into lots of locations, find lots of loot, mainly food, but I would like to get back to town very soon, maybe by the end of tomorrow. I'm eager to make sure our base is intact. Maybe we will stumble across those wanderers and we can finally take them out, but for now, let me show you. We got all of this suburban area up ahead, a good dozen or so homes, and as you can see, not a lot of zombies. There's a lot of potential for loot here. Let's see what we can find. And of course, if you want to get looting, we need a loot bag. This is what? What the hell? 16 copies of hotties. Wow. Okay, they were obviously a big fan. Maybe they were using them as currency. Maybe they're really valuable in the zombie apocalypse for those long, lonely evenings. But man, 16 copies of hotties. This is one of the bags that we picked up from one of the bandits that we did manage to kill. Okay, well, before we head on inside any buildings, we're just going to walk up and down the street, slaughter anything and everything that moves. And then, hopefully in no time at all, we're going to fill up this hiking bag with hopefully mainly food. Okay, well, you know what? It looks like the road off to the west just there's a bit of a break with the houses. So it looks like this we should probably get to Luton. I think we might have to walk quite a long ways up the road. You can see there's not many houses. Well, there's one there. Okay, well, let's get in the houses. I'm eager to find the loot. It's just lying there ready for Pierre to take it. And we want to be getting back on the road and heading back into town and maybe even reclaiming our base. We got to get on with it. We got to zip through. We got a lot to do. We got a lot of homes to check. Hopefully a lot of loot to scoop up. And hopefully not many zombies to take out. But there are some nearby. We do need to be careful. Yeah, there's one. There's two. There's three. No problem at all for Pierre. Well, somehow we managed to nearly miss the whole second floor. Looks like we were wrong too. Ooh, there are a lot of books here. Still haven't actually found the kitchen. But I was just beginning to think that somehow managed to miss the kitchen, but it's right here in the top. Let's just eat that straight away. Right in the very top left corner. Weird. Okay, one house down. Fair start. Not too many zombies. Fair amount of loot. Let's get on with it though. We want to get through 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies maybe today. Of course, when I said 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies, I meant 5, 6, 7 homes. I don't know. We don't really need any of that stuff. Can't have too many nails, and wood glue is good for repairing. Where's that zombie? They are here somewhere. There they are. Do need to be careful. This is a little bit dicey. There's another zombie knocking nearby. Oh, wow. Nice. A home bar. Wow. Nice. It is always difficult to tell exactly where the knocking is. Is it upstairs? Is it around the corner? That's why you need to be constantly on your guard. That's Pierre just stands with his back to the door, casually smoking a cigarette. Okay, so here we go. Is the zombie here? Yes, I was going to say, is the zombie here or upstairs? But there's your answer. Downstairs is clear. Let's check out upstairs. Ooh, again, we got another big house. We got another floor at the top, which will probably mean a dodgy attic. But what I'm really hoping for most from this loot run is food. So of course, as soon as I say that out loud, we got yet another kitchen with absolutely nothing in it. Do you have a zombie somewhere? Gotta be careful. Sometimes with those little snorts, they sound like they're having a bit of a nap. Ah, this is a big house, a really big house. Which makes the lack of loot all the more disappointing. Okay, so I'm just marking off the houses that we've looted so far. We've already, over the last couple of days, looted those 4 and this whole huge farm area. That's our safe house. That's where we've been sleeping. We are a long ways from home. A long, long way from home. And who knows what we're going to find when we finally get there. But what I want to do before we leave this town is loot everything to the north of this road. I mean, that's a lot of homes. We've got to get on with it. Okay, we're not going to mess around. We're just going to go straight in. It's a little bit risky, but I'm desperate to get through these homes as quickly as possible. Let's just hope we don't blunder into any sort of problems, any big hordes, any sort of bathroom zombies. And you can accept there not being anything in this kitchen because it's absolutely tiny. Well, yet again, no zombies, which is good, but also pretty much no loot, which is bad. Ooh, that is tempting. Another generator. I'm kind of thinking that I don't think we really need another generator. We've got 2. We've got one at the nearby gas station, one at our nearby. And one at our base as well, which isn't nearby. And we are finding a lot of rope. That is probably the thing that I've found the most of, is rope. Let's just quickly look through the windows, listen out for any sounds, look out for any signs of movement. Okay, last a little bit of food. We found some chips. We've got whatever that is. We're going to eat it straight away. We need to arrest this weight loss that seems to be a permanent state of affairs right now. Ooh, we got another trait magazine. That will give us the nutritionist trait. I think that will help us to figure out what is good to eat if we want to put on weight, or good to eat if you want to lose weight. That would be helpful. Let's see what's upstairs. And see, we've been maybe a little bit reckless. We're just running around, but I'm eager to get this loot that's just laying around with hardly any zombies around. But I'm also equally eager to get back on the road. It's a long drive back to town. Who knows what we're going to find when we get there, but I'm desperate to reclaim our base. Okay, now I'm going to be a bit careful with this one because I did see a couple of zombies go inside the house. Oh, that was a bit janky, and there's one coming there. So they're around. They're always a threat. Well, more of a nuisance these days. It's the bandits that are the real threat. Okay, there's 2, but I'm sure there's a couple more around somewhere. Yeah, there's definitely one inside. We've got just the one in the garden. Dealt with contempt. Okay, let's go in. It's really difficult to tell where that window licker zombie is. Upstairs maybe. There's maybe one next door as well. But we could get surprised. There's definitely a zombie upstairs, I think. Let's just empty that. We could actually do with some bowls. I think we got 1 bowl. They're really useful for making salads. Almost missed all of this on. Let's just put that away. Cans of beer. We got chips. Couple more cigarettes. Bit of a party house. Let's see what we can find upstairs. There's definitely a zombie. There they are. There's always that uncertainty when you get to the top of the stairs. What are you going to find? Another house cleared. On to the next one. Well, I'm listening out really carefully for any footsteps, any gurgles, as we're just going straight into the homes. We're rushing, we're risking it. But I really want to get in, but we're not really doing any sort of check-in, so who knows what might be inside. Man, we are finding almost nothing in the bedrooms. So I'm starting to think, am I wasting my time? Could we just go straight for the kitchen, grab the food and then move on? Because, you know, what am I expecting to find? I don't really need anything that I'm likely to find. We're not looking for clothes or bags or guns. So yeah, maybe we should be a little bit smart, but there's just the completionist in me wants to check the whole house. Okay, what the hell is going on here? The zombies have got a tactical thing going on. They've surrounded our van. Where the hell did these guys come from? Honestly, we've been this way. We've killed everything. We've gone in all the homes. Where on earth did these zombies appear from? Fortunately, we came across them before it got too dark, and before Pierre got too tired. But what the hell? Where did they all come from? So again, I'm just checking around the back, trying to figure out where that zombie is. We've got this guy here. The door? Doesn't look like a door, looks like glass. And there's definitely another zombie inside, if we can get in. Hopefully there's no more than two. This is the sort of situation that's a little bit dodgy, is when you're fighting the zombie right in front of you. You haven't checked the house, so you don't know what other threats there are nearby. How many zombies there actually are, and they just come out of the corner, they respond to the fighting, and they're on you before you even know it. They've taken a chunk out the back of your neck or something. Ooh, that's bad timing. Okay, good. Let's get back to looting. Okay, downstairs is clear. Not much in the way of food. Yeah, again, in the kitchen. Just one zombie? Just one zombie. It's getting dark and gloomy indoors. Yeah, it's getting tired. We might need this. The way things are going, we might need it. Even though we haven't read our first aid volume 1, we are halfway to our first aid level 1 because of all the sort of bandaging and rebandaging we recently had to do from that bullet wound. We also got a scratch on our left forearm after stupidly breaking a car window with our elbow. Okay, well, today so far, it's nearly the end of the day. We've made decent progress. We've blasted through this whole area here. So we've got 6 or 7 homes. We've still got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 potentially that I really would like to get into, and also want to go back home, which we need to allow a good 4 hours drive for. It's a long way. Do not want to be getting back to base tired and in the dark. So we got a busy day again tomorrow, maybe, even though it's 10 o'clock and Pierre is tired. He is wakeful, so he's going to wake up early tomorrow. So maybe let's just try, maybe get into 2 more homes. Let me do these 2 over here. I think we're definitely gonna need to equip our torch. It is really dark. Obviously, I guess the power is clearly off. This is gonna make things tricky. You can hear a zombie. Where does that road go? To another house. Let's go with the further house. We're gonna do these 2 homes if we can get in. There's a zombie somewhere. There's a zombie somewhere very close by. This is the thing, we've got limited visibility now. We are pushing it. We taking unnecessary risks? Maybe. And in this dark, we're definitely going to have to rely more on our hearing than our sight. Oh, there just had to be at least... Oh, wow, that is really dark. That is really dark. And it sounds like there's more than one or two in there. Yeah, they are. It sounds like there's 3 or 4 in there. There would be, wouldn't there? There would be. There would... Yeah, let's just go. Let's just... No, let's not go. Let's not go. Come on, we can do this. Man, there we are. All of a sudden, after everything seemingly being so simple, of course, as soon as it's dark and Pierre's a little bit tired, yeah, of course, that's when it gets hard. That's when we come across a group of 6 or 7 zombies. But I guess when you've got the experience that Pierre does in short blunt, even the first level of tiredness doesn't have a dramatic impact on the outcome. Still need to be really careful here. That's how good Pierre is. He can do it through the window on the floor. Trying to flash the torch in through the windows. Just expecting a zombie to just appear out of nowhere right on top of Pierre at any moment. But we're going in. Ooh. Okay. Is the power on? Didn't see any streetlights, but that is really bright. Why is it so bright in here? Okay, let's make this as quick as we can. Now we're going to find a nice reward for all of that risk. We got a mac and cheese. We got a cocoa powder. We got some beer. Fortune favors the brave, huh? Okay, well, that is another house cleared. Let's see if we can put it off. Can we get through one more home before dark? Again, I'm going to just be cautious. Take the time. Let's not blunder into a bad situation. Let's just try and... There's at least one zombie in there. Let's try and locate them before we head on inside. There they are. And there's the power gone again. Fortunately, that was a door. Fortunately, hopefully, there's no zombie behind, ready to grab us in the dark. Okay, excellent. We got a nice bit of food again. That's another bag almost full. Okay, well, unfortunately, no food in this house. That's a real shame. But this bag is pretty much full. So I'm going to take it as a win for today. We've got through about 9 or 10 homes. This is going to be home where Pierre sleeps tonight. Don't think there's going to be many zombies nearby. That was the cue for a zombie to be right there at the top of the stairs then, but no. Let's just finish clearing this place. Okay, this place is clear. This is where Pierre's sleeping for the night. This bag wasn't entirely empty when we picked it up. So to spend a whole day, and this is what we've got, it does feel a little bit disappointing, but we managed to get a couple more homes looted before time for beddy buys. We've still got a few. I kind of want to... I'm just going to keep going, I think, till about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then we need to get back to base. We need to find out what is going on, making sure that the generator hasn't broken down or anything like that. It would be a shame to lose 43 cabbages. Okay, 8 o'clock in the morning. The power is back on. Pierre is awake. He's ready and raring to go. Let's continue clearing these homes, grabbing the loot. We need a fresh loot bag. So let's drop this one off. It's pretty much full. This bike trailer has got a crazy amount of capacity. It really, really does. Let's get another bag. In fact, let's get the other bag that we looted from the oh, wow. Let's just drop that off. That we looted from the bandits, which feels like a lifetime ago now. so we can grab this bit of food. This will keep Pierre going. Okay, so we've got 2 little areas to clear out before we head back to town. Hoping it'll be quick and simple, just like it mostly was yesterday. Not many zombies around. Although that can change in an instant. Okay. Yeah, here they come. It's a good job we didn't just blunder in. There was clearly more than a couple in this place. Let's just do a circuit. Let's make sure. Oh no. well, things just... I don't know if you can hear that, but we got a helicopter inbound. Just want to run into the kitchen, see if we can grab anything. Well, it's August the 21st. We got a helicopter, so we are leaving. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh, let's get out of here. We are leaving this town earlier than planned. Let's get out of here. Okay, well, this is a little bit difficult with the trailer. We got to find somewhere to turn around. It's fortunate that there aren't many zombies around. Otherwise we could find ourselves sort of stuck, surrounded in this narrow road. Oh, come on. We need to get out of here. Well, fortunately, we're not at base. So this is a perfect, almost perfect time for the helicopter to come. So we're going to leave this town behind. We got a lot of loot. Things went well. We were going to go back to the main town anyway. So we're just going to have to leave here, get on the freeway, and just wait out the helicopter. Okay, we'll say goodbye to the nameless town. We're leaving it behind. We're probably never going to come back ever again. It's been a good 2 or 3 days. I mean, it's almost been like a holiday. Okay, well, this is the freeway. I think we're just going to wait here. And the first wave of a helicopter started about 9 o'clock. It's still going. But yeah, we're just going to sit here and wait. We'll move if we get a few zombies. It is really quiet right now. And hopefully the helicopter won't be around for too many passes. And hopefully the fog will also lift soon. Okay, we do have some zombies inbound. Let's hope it's just a couple, because Pierre's recklessly and carelessly just got out of his van. I was just about to actually do something. I was just about to make a note of the helicopter, because I'm terrible at remembering. The helicopter is coming back for a second pass. It's going to be around at least until midday. Okay, well, you know what? Rather than just waiting here with the helicopter over us, we've got a long drive ahead. Let's just start making our way back to town. The freeway is massive. Large parts of it are completely zombie free. So let's make the better use of this time and just get a little bit closer to town. Okay, well, in no time at all, we are on the outskirts of town. It has been an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. No more helicopters, so I think that is done at least for the next week or two. So it is time to head back to base. Look out for those hostile wanderers. I'd be really lucky if they're just casually hanging out on the road and we can just run them over and then we can stop worrying about it. But I just feel that they are just going to appear and they're just going to gun Pierre down and it's going to be all over. Okay, well, I'm not making it easy for myself. I somehow missed the turn. I mean, look at it, it's absolutely massive. I just wasn't sure if this was the right turn, but it is the last turn. This is town. We are back. There are zombies absolutely everywhere. As long as there are no bandits, we should be just fine. Okay, well, I think I'm starting to get really paranoid about bandits now. I'm carefully looking at every single zombie I see and I'm thinking, is that a bandit? Is that a bandit? And I'm studying their movement really carefully. I'm just basically just living in fear of bandits now. Okay, well, this is our turn. Just up ahead is our base. We've got a juicy looking ambulance there. I gotta try and get some more vehicle options in our fleet. As I've said before, this van is really must be on its last legs. Okay, well, the good news is we're back at base, and I got a really nice feeling. It is really nice to be back for what is basically Pierre's home, but we still haven't seen those hostile wanderers. Where the hell are they? But I got that feeling again. Just, it doesn't, nowhere feels safe. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's nice being back at home. We got a load of loot. We've gone through another helicopter. But just around any corner, at any moment, there could be a bandit. And I'm listening really carefully for any sort of banging. I can't hear anything. The generator is out of gas. Do we have any gas? We lost all our crops. Oh, what was that? Again, I'm just hearing things. Can't hear anything. Any bad sounds? We're lucky that the power is back on. So even though the generator is out of gas, we do have power still. And I think that's basically what we're going to be doing the rest of today. It's getting some gas. So when the power goes out, we can keep that power on with the generator. We got 5 or 6 empty gas cans. Okay, let's detach the bicycle trailer. We don't need to take that with us. Let's see, what room have we got in the back? Let's just take these. That's the wrong one. Let's just grab that propane tank. Get that on the floor. We need to make sure we got enough space for all the gas. But it's really nice seeing those rain collector barrels full of water. But we need to get those gas cans full of gas. So let's grab them. Just, am I ever going to feel safe ever again? Because I do not feel safe right now. Okay, well, let's go. I'm constantly on edge now. About 3 times I thought I heard at least a gurgle, a noise. But it was just the wind, I guess. Let's head to the gas station. Let's get a couple of weeks supply of gas before it gets dark. Okay, well, no messing around. I'm going to just head straight for the gas pumps. We can fill up this vehicle as well. We might not be looking to use it in a couple of days, but we can use the tank as an extra way to store gas. You never know, you might not be able to come back to this gas station for quite a while. You never know what's going to happen. As we found out, helicopters, bandits, nothing can be taken for granted. Everywhere seems pretty quiet. There's one zombie up here. There's always another zombie, right? But I think this is probably going to be our best opportunity to stock up on gas. So let's do it. Okay, the generator's on. I'm just going to do one can at a time. Because if I need to make a quick exit, I want to move as quickly as possible. And I'm definitely doing this zoomed all the way out so I can see any movement off in the distance. When I'm just refueling the vehicle, it's going to take a long time. It's going to feel like a very long time. There's movement off there. It's just a zombie. Just a zombie. As usual, get interrupted when we're trying to do something. They are just basically a pest now. Thought I saw a zombie. They really do get around. They really do move quick. Really looking out from the very corners where we can see, looking for any sort of bandit. I don't want to get caught out. Okay, that's brilliant. Let's see if we can finish the job. We've got 5 gas cans filled up. We've still got another 2 to fill up. And we've got another, half of the gas tank to fill up as well. Oh my god, that took so long. I'm constantly on edge right now. Yeah, because of that. We managed to fill up the van, so we don't need to Leave it at the gas pump. Man, where do they come from? Okay, quick couple of kills. We've got 2 more gas cans to fill up. Let's do it and get the hell out of here. Okay, so that is it. That is 7 gas cans full. The van's gas tank is full. There's another zombie or 2. I hope the things won't fall out from the back. Let's just get the hell out of here. I've had enough of this. Oh, you know what? I'm really paranoid about driving with the back doors open. Well, I was hoping to get back to base a little bit earlier than this and scout around. Really didn't want to do it in the dark. It's a big estate. I mean, there could be hostile wanderers just off behind the building. I mean, they could be, geez, they could be anywhere. They could be anywhere. They could also be dead. They could have been killed by zombies. There are a few around, so it is possible. But it doesn't feel very likely. And I'm constantly on edge. Until I come across these wanderers, they just could take Pierre out from a distance before he even knows what's happened. Last time we had some hostile wanderers and we didn't find them, they appeared after 2 or 3 days. But now that it's dark, we do have really limited visibility, which is far from ideal. I just want to have a little bit of a scout around. I was going to say zombies, but I'm not worried about those anymore. It's all about the bandits. Okay, well, I can't see any bandits behind the building, but man, this thing is not built for off-road. Okay, well, no signs of movement, but as I said, it's a massive estate. The building itself is also huge. Why have we got 4 or 5 zombies just right there? What the hell is going on? Let's just drop these gas cans. We're not in our best state to fight. Lighten the load. And maybe we should just turn into a hermit and just go somewhere else. This place is too hot to handle, it feels. We come home after a couple of days and there's a group of zombies right outside our front door. I suppose I should be glad that it's not bandits. There were 4 zombies, right? Right? There's the other one. Come on, dude, you're missing out on all the action. Okay. No, I just do not feel safe anymore. I do not feel safe anymore. It's a massive building. There could still be a bandit inside somewhere. Let's get this gas in this generator and get the lights back on. I'm jumpy as anything right now. Any little sound, there's a lot of wind in the trees, it's getting on for autumn. But any little sound gets me on edge, makes me hyper alert, hyper sensitive to it all. The movement of the light, the shadows. Yeah, I am constantly on edge. But we made it back to base. We made it through another helicopter. We made it back with 2 bags full of really useful loot. And yes, I'm including the cooking pots. Hey, did you hear that? I knew it. I knew they'd be banging somewhere. There's always bloody zombie. Where are they? There's at least 2. They sound really close by. Let's just get the gun ready. Could be bandits. I think they are just there. Do we have some target practice? Ooh, what happened then? Did the zombie just... Okay, yeah, I forgot. The zombies can hurt themselves on barricades. That was very satisfying. That was very satisfying. Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on there? But zombies can hurt themselves on barricades. But these barricades have taken a bit of damage. We still need to find time to beef up the barricades. Remember when we were gonna put Another 2 barricades on the inside. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Peace and quiet, at least for now. But man, it's been a rough couple of days, but we are back at base. We are still safe. We are fully recovered from all our wounds. Maybe I should be a little bit more positive, but that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully Pierre will make it through the night and will not be attacked in his sleep. There's only one way to find out, and that's to watch the next episode. Smash that like button, sub, comment, hit the notification bell. I hope you guys are enjoying the series as always. It is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this map. I'm enjoying the extra challenge of the bandits. I hope you guys are enjoying it too, even though I only end up just running them over. Survival is the thing we want, right? We don't want a gun show. We want survival.